Hello, everyone. Welcome again. My name is Cureton, Senior Journalist for XR Today, and we're bringing you the latest and greatest from the VR, AR, and XR industries. Today, we have on a guest, Arsen Aharonyan. He is the Chief Marketing Officer for Spheroid Universe. So, thanks again, Arsen, for coming on today. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, Amand. It's very nice to be here, and thank you for inviting one more time. Um, my name is Arsen, as you mentioned. I'm living in Armenia, and we are doing here a lot of things to develop Web3 overall, and particularly extended reality content for Web3. And we're building some digital hub inside of Armenia, which unite a lot of people from different countries just to come here and to develop different types of artificial intelligence, Web3, blockchain, and extended reality content. And also, Spheroid Universe team is also based here, and we are very happy that we're combining this all digital trends and bringing them to Armenia. And this is my biggest happiness part. Yeah. So basically, I'm Chief Marketing Officer of Spheroid Universe, and I'm blockchain, artificial intelligence, and extended reality enthusiast who's doing, I hope, some significant things for the future decades to have better and more accessible blockchain and extended reality. So, as you mentioned, I'm from Spheroid Universe, and here at Spheroid Universe, we're building the extended reality open source metaverses on top of the blockchain technologies, combined with some part of artificial intelligence. So, our main idea is to build products and tools that are needed for any kind of developer or creator to be able to create his own extended reality or metaversal or blockchain content, because we see that it's a trend and we feel that we are avant-garde and avant-garde for technologies, and that's making us proud that we're doing a lot of great things for current and for the future. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, great. And thanks so much for coming on today. And I do appreciate it. I wanted to ask you, we'll skip down to like some of the juicier bits of the interview. I wanted to ask you, so your platform has a new script that's out. It's the Spheroid Script. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and how it's helping developers on your platform?
Yeah, sure. Spheroid Script is the keystone, and it's a really fundamental part for all over the Spheroid universe. So, as I mentioned, we're an ecosystem of the products and tools, and all of these products and tools are built on Spheroid Script because this is the unique language which is created for creating the metaverses. Uh, we compare this to Solidity, which was created almost 10 years ago in order to be the unique language which offers opportunity to create smart contracts and develop them on Ethereum blockchain. So the same thing here. Current technological stack is not adapted for AR creation, XR creation, and metaverse creation. Although there are languages that are working quite well with different engines like C++, C Sharp, which are working with Unity and Unreal Engine. But these all are languages that are used in different places, and the logic of these languages are not adapted to the metaverse and extended reality content creation. So we decided to, instead of solving problems on other languages, we decided to build our own language, which is Spheroid Script, which is helping us to reach all of our goals, and it's adapted to metaverse realities. Like it's working in real time, so you don't have to wait for deployment of your code. You can just create the content, run it, and then you will see actual results in our extended reality. So basically, instead of creating the environment, you can come as developer and use all of the tools, including the Observer, which is a super app for any developer to use, and you can fork it and create your own white label app, because not always you want people to download our app, you want to have your own app. Then you can create your own extended reality content using our AR engine. So create the 3D model, make it animated and interactive, and you can create very, very big, intensive, and interactive models. For example, if I'm not mistaken, right now we are holding three biggest AR objects in the world are built on Spheroid Script. So this is the unique language that offers opportunity to build and use native tools for creating the metaverses in XR. Well, it's Turing complete, and if someone wants to build a website on it or a web app which is not related to extended reality, you can sure do this. But our tools and products are aimed for XR and metaverses, so they're working in real time, they are working in our built on environment, and they're connecting to each other, so you don't have to think of any third party integration. It's fully covering all of the scope that you needed as a developer for extended reality content of any time, from the games to from the simple scenes to the complex games.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's a very useful tool for a lot of the companies that are using your platform because, from what I understand, many businesses, companies, corporations, organizations use Spheroid Script to create kind of a metaverse for different groups to kind of showcase their products. So that's a very, very useful tool to have. Now, moving on, I wanted to ask you about the Spheroid Demiurge IDE. Could you tell us a little bit about what that is? So that's like,
Uh, yeah, this one is one of our products aimed to all of this big goal of creating the metaverses. So we realized that using any kind of current IDE which is related to current technological stack, it's not relevant to Spheroid Script because basically you are working inside of the 3D engine, and this should be some tool which is combining options to work in 3D engine, which is our own 3D engine on top of AR engine, and deploying your Spheroid Script applications in same view. So to make it possible, we designed our own IDE, combining needs of our developers, of our partners developers, and overall people from the industry, from the XR development industry, and we realized that this is the most useful and cool way to create a content. When you're creating it, you're seeing what you're creating, and then you're seeing it inside of the extended reality. So you have one layer of code to check, one layer of visual to see, and then the extended reality layer where you can see and check everything. And this three-layer system is making the process more smooth and easier for people.
absolutely. Great. And these types of like developer environments, they're going to be very useful to kind of make everything easy to use across different platforms, across different kinds of devices such as a computer or a smartphone or anything else someone may use. So yeah, excellent, excellent observations. Thanks.
Yeah, what you mentioned about the devices is very, very important here because that's exactly the thing why we created this, to combine, to unify the processes between the different devices. And currently, if we're speaking about mobile phones, like we have two households. We have powerhouse of Apple, and we have powerhouse of Android. So both of them have their own AR engines like Arcode and Arcade, and this is making development for AR completely hard if you want to get something for high quality.
Mm.
So actually, what's happening? You're getting. Let's say you're a company. You came to the market and you want to build your coolest to app for iOS and Android. You have to find some good developer. You have to find some good 3D engine operator who will be able to create your content, and then he should become familiar with the Arcade. Then he will need to become familiar with our core, and then you should have or a lot of time, or a lot of money, or a lot of people working there. So this is kind of a boutique stuff, and this is not accessible for mid to small to mid businesses.
Right.
So the unification was the key for us. So what that was the reason why we created the language and AR engine, which is perfectly compiling your created content to iOS standards and Android standards. And what's the most beautiful here, if any other standard will showcase in the future, like new powerhouse in the industry, we will adapt it, and so the users will still use our own one single point of contact here.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what we call like democratizing the metaverse. Having access to everyone, which is I've noticed a lot of other companies recently interviewed Croquet, and they're doing similar things to democratize, you know, building metaverse platforms, which I think is going to be essential and crucial to its development. Now, for you, I was going to ask you a little bit about Spheroid Earth. This is a Web 3.0 project that you're developing at the moment, and it seems to be mapping a lot of different points on the world. Now, can you tell us a little bit more about what this is and how it's going to help people on your platform?
Okay, so Spheroid Earth is the real masterpiece, which is put it inside of Spheroid Universe. This is the real gem that we are working on. So there is a problem. All of these sci-fi movies that you've seen and gigantic holograms, like hologramic billboards and hologramic advertising on the cafes and bars, is done in extended reality. So currently, with the current technological progress and the accuracy of GPS, accuracy of any other working location systems, it's impossible. I mean, imagine the situation when you paid some money to create some advertising on top of your cafe, and then it's not accurate for 1 or 2 meters, and then all of this cool thing like come here, stuff is showcased on top of your competitor's cafe, which is your. That's pretty real scenario, and to build this is a real scenario, and currently it's working like this. Or you have to do everything on your phone, your device, or try to catch the points, understand where it is, and then build it in a subjective, non-objective extended reality, which is not cool. Or you should find out some other way to do this. So we united across this idea, and we realized what we need to do. So there is a technology called precise point positioning, which is the technology of finding every single point on the surface of the Earth and getting the exact location where this point is located. So this is kind of the most accurate way to understand where the object is located. Of course, there are some moments like tectonical changes and the surface of the Earth is moving, but this all is counted. So what we're doing, we developed the object scanning tool, which is the app inside of XR Hub Super App. So you can go to any building in the world, take a video recording of this object from all of the 360 degrees, and then when you have done this, our artificial intelligence will get out the points from the video that you got and make it a 3D model of this object. So it's working pretty cool, and it looks very cool when you're seeing the artifacts of this. But what's the most important here? With this, we're creating the exact location of any object on the earth, like anyone, any big scale object, any building, any landmark that we can have, and you're having the exact location where it is with the preciseness of 1 point. So you'll see that this point of Coliseum is exactly located in this position. This is done for computer vision. So whenever your mobile phone is seeing the Coliseum via our app, it realized that this is a Coliseum, and it's referring to the 3D model that we have got from the scanning previously. And then, if you want to put your XR content, you are not putting it in a vacuum. You are putting it in one 3D environment where you see the Coliseum by its real size. So you can put For example, with this, you can put your face, your image, to exact one of the windows of Coliseum, and everyone who will come there will see exactly on that one window. So it's not going to go some 5 meters right or left. It's going to be stick to this place because we exactly know where it is. And when your phone sees this, no difference where you are located, it realizes that this is the object and it recreates it for you, and then it put it the 3D objects of your advertising or your content on top of the 3D object there. So basically, we're creating the 3D replica of the Earth. I mean, digitalizing the surface of the Earth and creating the only 3D map of all of the buildings on the Earth. Why it's done on Web3? This is the most important part here. None of the corporations are going to build this kind of 3D map, and if they do this, they will earn a lot of money from it, and this will be centralized. This is against our ideology and against the decentralization that we're fighting for, and this is exactly value of Web3 that we want to bring. So we're using blockchain technology here for one very simple reason. Whenever you are coming and scanning any object, we are creating the NFT token for this your scan and providing it to you as a scanner of this object. So basically, on the moment when we will have a replica of the Earth and people will start using it, like businesses will start using it, on that moment, people who own pieces of this global thing will start earning money from its usage. So basically, if you are contributing from your country, from your city to building this global world map, then you're becoming one of the owners of this map, and then you're earning money from our future revenue. We are very happy to compare this project to such projects as Wikipedia, OpenStreetMap, or Linux, and we realize that this sounds quite ambitious, but this is really what we're doing. I suppose that if someone in 2002 will come and say, hey guys, we're creating the world's biggest library of knowledge, and it will be free, and it will be done by enthusiasts who are not getting any money, people say, oh, that's probably not going to happen. So the same thing here. It's quite ambitious and it's very hard to achieve, but now we're working on it. And so far, we do have actively scanning in 4 countries right now, and we have around 100 different countries that we have at least one scanned object. So we're rapidly growing our community for this, and we're planning to build a DAO to support all of these initiatives, to pay to people with passion to creating something big, and they will feel that they are doing something very important. Because 100%, whenever the wearable devices and smart glasses will be out there, AR will become on its finest, and you will see the boom of advertising, gaming, social platforms built on top of AR, and all of them will face same issues. And same issues are there are a lot of them, including the technical capacity of the battery. It's including the problems for the eyes because you can harm them if you have very bright screens there. And the most important part that you can't build extended reality metaversal content without having proper surface for it. So Spheroid Earth is creating the digital replica of Earth for this particular reason.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks like in action. So we'll definitely have to like do another interview later on to to demo and test out the product. But yeah, I really appreciate your time and thanks so much for coming on today.
Oh, I'm very happy to speak with you guys, and I'm very happy to spread the word about the Spheroid Earth because what we're doing is truly amazing, and we want a lot of people all over the world know about it, to hear about this, because a few weeks ago, some team of enthusiasts see the product and they were very happy on this, and they offered us to build some product on top of our technology using the Spheroid Earth. So they went to Garage 48 Hackathon. They built an application on top of Spheroid Earth using technology and API of Spheroid Earth, and they got accelerated to one of the biggest Armenian accelerators. So they're going to build something on top of it, and I see how people are excited and enthusiastic about what we're doing. So hopefully, a lot more people will know, and in the future, this will be quite a common thing for people.
Congrats to that. And Defo, thanks again. And what I want to say also is that, you know, when we see the large scale adoption of the metaverse, we will actually get a chance to see the real value that the metaverse brings to a lot of companies as well as users who are going to be taking these technologies and building their futures with it. So I'm excited to see what the future holds for that as always. But thanks again, once again, for your time. I do appreciate it.
I'm thankful a lot for you guys because I'm reading you, I'm still watching the interviews, and now I'm becoming one of the people who are speaking there. So I'm pretty excited for this also.
Nice, nice. Okay. Thanks again. This has been Arsen Aharonyan, Chief Marketing Officer for Spheroid Universe. My name is Cureton, Senior Journalist for XR Today. And this has been yet another episode. Thank you again for tuning in. If you want to join us at our social media platforms, you can join with the XR News hashtag on our Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook pages. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, and have a lovely, lovely weekend. Bye now.